Hello everyone! In conjunction with Malaysian Studies Group assignment, we from Group 11 took the topic
Plastic Waste Management, and
today we are here to look more into the subject.
as the world's population continues to grow, so does the amount of garbage people produce. On-the-go lifestyles require easily disposable products such as soda cans or water bottles or even packages. But the accumulation of these products has led to an increasing amount of plastic pollution around the world. Especially in our country, there has been a massive increase in its occurrence. As plastic is composed of major toxic pollutants, it has the potential to cause significant harm to the environment in the form of air, water, and land pollution. Plastic pollution has struck many coastal areas in and around Southeast Asia, with one extremely polluted floating village on the island of Borneo in Malaysia is shown in this video. This footage that was filmed a few months ago shows thousands of plastic bottles, bags, and food wrappers that has accumulated in the beach and waterways.
To begin with, we will look at how plastic waste is managed in our own university, the Thales University Lakeside campus.
Come in, please. Hello.
Hi, good afternoon, sir.
Yes, good afternoon to you. Yes.
I'm Kai, medical student. I'm actually here for my MPO project.
Alright.
So, in this case, I will actually
You see,
take
yeah, take yourself at home.
Thank you, thank you. So, our project for MPU, as a medical student, we have MPUs,
Alright.
other subject,
Uh-huh.
elective subject. So, in this video, we actually this interview, we actually try to ask you a couple of questions regarding about our topic, which is the waste management, more specifically like the plastic waste management, but generally it's okay too. So you don't mind me asking?
Sure, definitely.
Okay. So I'll start things off with like how do you guys manage waste in Thailand, or more specifically like the plastic waste? How do you guys actually manage?
Sure. So here in Thales University, at the Lakeside campus,
Mr. Edwards said that entire management begins with students being the users and topmost of the pyramid of waste generation. Specifically, plastic wastes are targeted for recycling more than the other waste materials, as it is one of the most used substances by the students for general purposes and for their cause, such as creating models, which is done mostly by the architecture students. Colorful indicators and posters have been put up to encourage proper plastic waste disposal. Besides, he also mentioned that their management ensures that the plastic waste collected in Lakeside campus is always disposed the right way. For that, they have signed contract with one of the government-approved company which collects the wastes, and this company is said to be based in Klang.
Hi everyone, we are at Taman Pengkalan Kampa, which is set facing the Klang River. This Klang River was once the most polluted river in the Klang Valley, but today there were several measures taken to make it clean and be better.
What we are seeing in the video is just one of the rivers in Malaysia that has gone through conservation program to preserve its nature. But what is happening in the other parts of the country is something to be worried about. Plastic pollution upsets the food chain. This is because it comes in large and small sizes. Polluting plastics even affect the world's tiniest organisms such as plankton. When these organisms become poisoned due to the plastic ingestion, this causes problems for the larger animals that depend on them for food. Water conservation is an issue to many countries in the world, and groundwater and reservoirs are very susceptible to leaking environmental toxins. Besides, plastic pollution also leads to land pollution. When plastic is dumped in landfills, it interacts with water and form hazardous chemicals, and these chemicals can be exposed to the environment. Those are just some of the effects of plastic pollution from many that are yet to be discovered.
There are many positive effects of managing plastic waste, both for human beings and also other living creatures. By managing plastic waste properly, it will help to build an environment which is safe and clean for both human beings and other living creatures to live in. As we know, it is always easy to pick up the rubbish, but disposing and managing the waste is what really matters. As we know, oceans are mostly polluted with all this plastic waste, and it creates a very harmful and unsafe environment or habitat for the sea living creatures. So, by managing plastic waste properly, it will help to build a safe and clean habitat for sea creatures and other human beings to live in.
There are some steps that can be taken in order to eradicate this plastic waste management problem, which can increase the surveillance by the authorities, enforcement and strengthening of new laws. Parents should take initiative in culturing good habits among the children and increase awareness among all targeted age group, particularly among adolescents and teenagers.
We asked two of our friends on what is their view on plastic waste management.
Plastic waste, because of its non-biodegradable nature, it's harmful, can cause it hazardous to the environment, and it's also harmful to the animals because they ingest this plastic waste. And due to the environmental pollution caused by the plastic waste, can cause like carcinogenic effects to us humans, like endocrine impairment and birth defects in parents and pregnant mothers. I think that's about some of the key effects.
I think plastic waste and disposal of it is harmful to the environment, and I think there's been a few changes that you can see that does improve the whole plastic waste management. Like when you go to shopping, like grocery shopping, and they give you a different material to carry your groceries. On top of that, currently what's going around is the reduction of use of plastic straws. So overall, I just think that has good things to do with it.
Why is it important to have a good plastic waste management? Because it is important for us to take care of our environment and ecosystem, because we mainly rely on our ecosystem and environment for food and resources and natural resources and medicines and many other things, even papers. So it's very important to keep up and take care of our ecosystem so that their invisible role in helping our lives and daily activities will still be sustained for a few more generations. And everything is linked, like our ecosystem and humans, everything is linked because we are all part of the ecosystem. So during this project, we had an amazing experience working with Mr. Edward, he is a lecturer, and he was telling us about how we can manage the waste, and he was giving us many management techniques on plastic waste management and all. And through that, we realized many things for ourselves and how we can improve the waste management, and how as a person we can make a lot of difference in the waste management.
The one little step that you take today makes massive changes to the future. Together, we save the environment.